to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are coming up on 5 a.m. on Monday, April 1st. Now let's send it over to meteorologist Mace Michaels for a look at your forecast this morning.
Hi there, Olivia. We are looking at a comfortable morning in the area right now with temperatures hanging out in the 40s, 60s for us, and we will see temps jump through the 70s. Some spots will get close to 80 degrees today. It will be one of those warmer days for us. Feeling more like summer almost than here on into spring. Already at 70 degrees at this hour in Manchester and Harlan, Somerset and Monticello. If it's not in the 70s, it's mainly in the 60s. A smidge cooler there at Wise and Clintwood and also in and around the Ashland area. We do have to watch out for some showers and thunderstorms later on. It's pretty quiet in the area right now, but look at all of these storms up here to our north. Indiana, Illinois, on into Ohio. A flood watch is out for areas from Jackson and Pikeville northward, including Moorhead and Louisa. That's for later on tonight and into tomorrow, as there is a slight potential for some stronger thunderstorms in those areas with a marginal risk of severe weather for today, point southward. Tomorrow, an enhanced risk of severe storms, so late tonight and tomorrow, we'll be watching out for the potential of maybe some tornadoes, large hail, and strong gusty winds. Our forecast for today, though, most of the morning on into the afternoon is relatively dry. That thunderstorm chance doesn't kick in more until the later afternoon. Olivia, our highs today in the upper 70s. More details on the rain timing coming up.
All right, Mace, thank you. One person is dead after a shooting near the Perry-Knott County line. Deputies with the Perry County Sheriff's Office received a call on Saturday evening. The man was identified by the Perry County Coroner's Office as 38-year-old Samuel Joseph Smith. He was taken to Hazard ARH where he died. Officials are searching for two men they report left the scene on a blue ATV headed into Knott County. In Harlan County, Kentucky State Police is investigating after a body was found in Cumberland. The body of a man was found behind the Rebecca Cottle Public Library on Sunday morning. Troopers do not suspect foul play or that the body was there for a long time. The man's name has not been released, but he was taken to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy. One pedestrian is dead after a juvenile lost control of their car in Estill County. The man was identified as 34-year-old Christopher Lee Master of Irvin. He was taken to the University of Kentucky Albert B. Chandler Hospital, where he was pronounced dead by the Fayette County coroner. Kentucky State Police continues to investigate the incident. A new nonprofit serving southern Kentucky's homeless population has hit a roadblock. The group Help the Homeless thought it had found a bigger home for its operations at an old church near downtown Somerset. Jeremy Toms reports the deal wasn't quite done and now they have nowhere to go.
Jessica Luster says her only sibling experienced homelessness and ended up dying of an overdose in Pulaski County, opening her eyes to the hardships people face throughout her region.
And I saw there was a complete lack of resources for people to get on their feet and get out of that situation.
So Luster founded Help the Homeless in late 2022 to help meet those needs.
When Jessica and Help the Homeless found us, we were living in an abandoned building, about froze to death, hungry.
Luster says they offer food, clothing, and shuttles to shelters, but they wanted to expand.
When we found this church property, it was a dream come true.
She says they had made a verbal agreement to lease this church on Kentucky Highway 192.
And this whole wall was all black mold.
They'd worked hard on renovating it. Then the rug got pulled out.
We were here working and the new owner stopped by to show the property.
That new owner tells us the group had no written agreement with the old owner.
He gave us his word.
I don't know how something like this could happen when it was so public that we were moving here. The entire community knew.
Feeling blindsided, Help the Homeless is without its own home and needs help urgently.
astonishing, just devastating. But I'll never lose hope, and something will happen, something good will happen.
In Somerset, Jeremy Toms, WKYT.
Lester says they are especially concerned with new legislation that would criminalize homeless camping. She says there are no shelters in Pulaski County, so they are interested in any properties they can find at this point to help their residents have a place to be. The Aviation Heritage Park Museum in Bowling Green rolled out its most recent expansion, the Thunderbird Exhibit. The Thunderbirds are an elite United States Air Force demonstration team that originated in 1953. This exhibit showcases the 1977 to 78 USAF Air Demonstration Team led by Brig General Dan Cherry. Cherry is still close with his Thunderbird team and says several pieces of the exhibit's memorabilia are there because of their selfless donations.
They were so generous and forthcoming with their precious memorabilia, such as their helmets that you see here, their uniforms, their boots. All those things are treasures to all of us who had the privilege to serve.
After making significant progress on the exhibit over the last 6 months, officials at the park say they have no plans of slowing down and are already focusing on next steps. Nearly a month ago, Louisville fire crews rescued Sydney Thomas from her Cisco truck dangling over the edge of the 2nd Street Bridge. Now, while Thomas recovers from the accident, her parents are taking care of her 4-year-old son, Mason, but they're facing some unique difficulties. Mason is autistic and almost entirely nonverbal, and like many 4-year-olds, Mason is full of energy. Because the family lives in a busy neighborhood, they want to be extra cautious to ensure that Mason is safe.
You have to have eyes on him 24/7 because it's not safe. We want him to be able to have a backyard for him to enjoy himself and for us to know that he's safe. And we're not quite there yet. We're working on it, but we just, funds are just pretty tight right now.
The Carvers have set up a GoFundMe page hoping to be able to raise money for the fence. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. When we return, scientists are creating new ways to deal with old problems, including a better way to predict allergy season.
Olivia, an active weather day today, even more active tomorrow with a few showers and storms in the area, but feeling almost summer-like with temperatures in the upper 70s. A few spots may get close to 80. Full forecast is coming.